Now we are in our early hour of day 7. You remember I said we're going to be taking the average weight today as well as giving them the first dose of Laxota vaccine to take care of Newcastle, to prevent Newcastle disease for us. So we've been able to do that. Now, there is something you need to understand about vaccinating your chicks. Though I have a video in my channel that have a detailed explanation on how to vaccinate your birds. Now, irrespective of that, now when you go to buy your vaccine for your broilers or for your poultry birds, now they may not have the exact dose. Like the number of birds I have here is about 150 something, but they don't have that exact dose for my bed. So what I did, I bought 200. Now there is a way you divide that 200 to be able to get the appropriate dose for your 150 or 150 something beds. Now I get some little quantity of water, dissolve that vaccine in it, and then share that water into 4 equal parts, and then take 3/4 of that water, which is equal to about 150 dose. So that's how I measure the vaccine that I gave to these chicks, and then do away with the other 1/4. So that was how I gave the vaccine to them. Now normally when you want to administer the vaccine, it's always advisable you dissolve some skim milk. Preferably there is this Dano powdered milk. You take a little quantity depending on the number of birds you have that you want to vaccinate. You take some quantity, dissolve it in water, and then dissolve your vaccine in them. So that was what I did, and that's the water they are taking right now. Another important point you need to note before vaccinating your birds, you see, as soon as I brought in this water containing the vaccine, they were eager to drink. What's the reason for that? When I came in, I know I was going to vaccinate these chicks in about an hour or so. I had to turn off the water, remove every drinkers from this pen, stop the water from going into the nipple drinkers for them. In fact, discharge the whole water for them for about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Then they were tasty. As soon as I brought in the water, all of them, they rushed to drink. Now, they should be able to take this water within maybe an hour or so. So that is why the quantity of water you should use to vaccinate them should not be too much. It should be the one you know they can finish within 1 hour also. So that's how to take the measurement of water you should use to vaccinate your chicks. Now, you know, because of the age of the birds, you may not need to make them stay away from water for that long. It shouldn't be too long. So 30 to 45 minutes is ideal for this age. So that was what I did before bringing this vaccinated water to them. Another important thing you need to note when you are vaccinating your birds, you know, at times the number of drinkers you use in vaccinating them matters. You need to increase the number of drinkers. Before now, this bell drinkers was not here. I had to bring it in, though there is no hose connected to that bell drinkers, but I just have to pour the vaccinated water, the water containing the vaccine, inside that bell drinkers for them to be able to drink from. So that was what I did. But for this one that has hose connected to it, that's the one we've been using since day 2 or day 3. So I still have the hose connected to it. Then put some volume of water in the tank so that some of those vaccine can flow through the nipple drinkers, so that some can drink through from the nipple, while some can also drink from the manual drinkers as well. So this is what you do, so that to ensure that all of them, they all have a sip of it. They may not need to drink so much of that water. If they can take 1 or 2 sips from that water containing the vaccine, that is okay. Now, transporting your vaccine, you don't just need to go there, they put the vaccine, because normally they will always add on some ice block to that vaccine, so that to maintain the cold chain till you get to your farm and till you make use of that vaccine. So what you do when you go to buy the vaccine, you go there with a food flask that is active. When I mean active, it's not something that you put, maybe for instance you put cold something inside, in less than an hour or so, that thing will be maintain that coldness again. Or you put hot something in the flask, within a few minutes or so, you won't see that hotness again. No, it should be kind of flask that you know that anything you keep in there, if you put hot something there, for so many hours, that stuff will remain hot. If you put cold something there, for so many hours, it will also remain cold. So that's the kind of flask you should take to get your vaccine. So that was what I did. and I gave them that time off so that they don't have access to water before coming to give them the vaccine. Now, when you observe something, when after giving them this vaccinated water, in other words, the water containing the vaccine, some of them are still resting. They don't want to go and have a sip of that water, though after a while they will get up and then go and drink. But I may not have to wait for that. So to solve that, what I do, I just take something like that, the sack bag or anything that I can use to create some kind of noise so that they can move to where the water is to have a sip of that water. This is what you do. It's also very important because they all need to have a sip of that water. So I'm going to leave them here now for some time. After a while, I'll come and check on them until they finish this water. That's when I can now open fresh water for them to be drinking from. This is how you vaccinate your chicks. It's very important because if we were to make use of organic medication, we will not go this route as in getting vaccine and all of that, because right from day one, the medication we would have been administering would have been gradually preventing this Newcastle, Gumboro, and all sort of viral diseases. So I have a complete video in my channel on organic medication, how to raise your birds using only organic medication. A whole playlist is dedicated to that video, so you can check it out, so that in case you don't want to use this synthetic medication to raise your birds, you can actually go the organic route, making use of garlic, ginger, turmeric, moringa, and some other herbs to take care of your birds, including bitter leaf, Christmas melon extract, and all of that. And they also are very, very effective in taking care of this, in preventing viral diseases. Remember, organic medication is best for prevention. Don't wait until there is an outbreak before rushing to use organic medication to take care of that disease. No, prevent them right from day one. So that video, the video I have in my channel, that playlist, it explains everything in details on what to do to raise your birds from day one till disposal using strictly organic medication. We did that in our last batch and it was a very big success. Now, another thing we also did today, remember I said we're going to be stopping the provision of heat for these chicks. So we actually stopped that during the early hour of today. The 7, we stopped providing heat for them. Now you observe that even during the sunny day, they were panting sort of, even when we opened the tarpaulin covering the net and all of that. So we have stopped providing heat for them. Now, why saying this, the number of days you should provide heat for your broilers? This will also give you a guide. It will also give you a guide. Okay, if I'm using gas brooder, I should be able to provide heat for my birds for between 6 to 7 days. I'm done. That is if you live in a hot environment. But if you are living in a cooler region, definitely the number of days you provide heat for your broilers might increase. So for we in this part of the world, in this part of the country, the weather is a bit hot. So between 5, 6, 7 days, we are done providing heat for our broilers. But if it were to be layers, definitely you increase it for some days, maybe 2 weeks or more, before removing heat from them totally. Now later on, I'm going to take the average rate and tell us what we get at this day 7. But based on what I can see right now, the physical look that I can see, I know we will see that 4.5 times the arrival weight, that is about 185 grams. We are going to exceed it as our average weight. And another thing I want to note, you can see, because of the rate these chicks are growing, we are by this like the last batch I raised, by this day 7, I have already expanded the brooder, as in created enough more space for them because of the rate they were growing. But I haven't done that because the space I created for this brooder was a bit large enough for a week plus. Though by day 8, day 9, this space will not be okay for them again. Definitely we are going to create more space for them. So that's how we manage it, because if we had created more than enough space for them from day 1, you see the heat we provided might not have been enough, because the heat will now have to circulate in a larger within a larger space rather than the space that is recommended for this number of chicks. Thank you so very much for the number of videos I've uploaded in my channel regarding this batch that we are raising. Thank you for checking the video out. Just follow through the video. If you've never raised any broiler chicks before, definitely you will be able to raise it from the one till disposal. Since the day we begin this batch, I will keep posting updates so that till we dispose them, so they will be of a great help to you. Just stay on, just keep checking out the video. You will gain a whole lot from it. And if you have any question, any challenge bothering you regarding raising broilers from day old to maturity, just paste the comment there, post the question there. I'll be so happy to respond to them. Thank you so very much. This is where we are today, day 7. Thank you so very much. If you find this video helpful, kindly do well to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification icon, like and comment in the comment section below, as this will do a whole lot for us in helping us to grow our channel and reach a larger audience. Thank you so very much.